All right, so I think that I'm really ready for this presentation. Okay, so let's do it. And before that, I think that I'm gonna set up, you know, put it over here. Is it okay? Put it back over here. I think here's better. Is the best stuff for me to do it. Yeah, it is the best position. Okay, so just put in here. Make this one smaller just for me, so it's gonna be easier for me to work in the presentation. Okay, that's good. Okay, so it is pretty good, and I think I'm kind of ready for this presentation. Okay, so let's do it. I've done this one for several times. Maybe it is 12, 17, 18, I don't know. Right. Okay, so hey guys, my name is Quar, and today I'm gonna show you guys. So today I'm gonna show you a presentation about the Bolshevik Revolution. What is the Bolshevik Revolution? The Russian Revolution of 1917 was one of the most explosive political events of the 20th century. The violent revolution marked the end of the Romanov dynasty and centuries of Russian imperial rule. During the Russian Revolution, the Bolsheviks, led by leftist revolutionary Vladimir Lenin, seized power and restored the tradition of Tsarist rule. Key people: Vladimir Lenin. Vladimir Lenin, also called Vladimir Ilyich Lenin, he was born on April 22, 1970 in St. Russia, and died on January 21st, 1924 in Grozny. He was the founder of the Russian Communist Party, Bolshevik inspired and leader of the Bolshevik Revolution in 1917, and the architect, builder, and the first head of the Soviet state till 1924. He was the founder of an organization known as Comintern Communist International and the posthumous source of Leninism, the doctrine codified and controlled with Karl Marx, works by Lenin's successors from Marxism-Leninism, which became the communist worldview. Joseph Stalin. Joseph Stalin, real name Georgian uh, Georgian Isaac Zhugaashvili was born December 18, 1878 in Gori, Georgia, Russian Empire, and died in March 5, 1953 in Moscow in Russia, USSR. He was the Secretary General of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union from 1922 to 1953 and Premier of the Soviet state from 1941 to 1953. He dictatorially ruled the Soviet Union for a quarter of a century and transformed it into a major world power. Leon Trotsky. Lev Davidovich Bronstein, better known as Leon Trotsky, was born November 7, 1829 and died in August 21st, 1940. Leon Trotsky was a Russian revolutionary political terrorist and politician. Ideologically a communist, he developed a variant of Marxism known as Trotskyism. Trotsky joined the Bolshevik Party a few weeks before the October Revolution and became one of the leaders of the party. Once in government, Trotsky initially held the post of the Commissioner for Foreign Affairs and was involved in the post-Brest-Litovsk negotiations with Germany as Russia pulled out of World War One. Trotsky was more prominent from March 1918 to January 1925 as a leader of the Red Army in the of Commissioner for Military and Naval Affairs. Trotsky was a vital leading figure in the Red Army in the Red Victory of the Russian Civil War. He was one of the 7 members of the first Politburo. After the rise of Joseph Stalin, Trotsky was removed from his positions and eventually expelled from the Soviet Union in February 1929. He spent the rest of his life in exile and was assassinated in Mexico City by a Soviet NKVD agent. The Kolinka tragedy. On May 30th, 1896, a stampede in Moscow occurs during festivities following Nicholas II's coronation, as crowds worried that the supply of free souvenirs would run out, rushed to the stores to get them. This resulted in the death of over 1,300 people. 1905 Revolution and Bloody Sunday. On January 22, 1905, known as Bloody Sunday, troops and police opened fires on a peaceful demonstration outside the Winter Palace and elsewhere in St. Petersburg, killing and injuring around 1,000 people. The Liberal Press blames Nicholas II. On October 30, 1905, Tsar Nicholas II issued the October Manifesto, promising civil liberties such as freedom of speech and an elected parliament. As a result, restrictions are implemented on the absolute power of the Russian monarch, and a de facto constitution, the Fundamental Laws of 1906, is issued. February Revolution. A series of public protests began in Petrograd, which lasted for 8 days and eventually it resulted in abolition of the monarchy in Russia. The total number of killed and injured in clashes with the police and government troops in Petrograd is estimated around 1,300 people. March 8, 1917, on International Women's Day, demonstrators and striking workers, many of whom are women, took to the streets for the food shortages in the world. 2 days later, the strikes spread across Petrograd. On March 15, 1917, Tsar Nicholas II abdicated and removed his son from the succession. The following day, Nicholas' brother, Mikhail, announced his refusal to accept the throne. A provisional government is formed to replace the Tsarist government, with Prince Lvov becoming the leader. June offensive in July days. On July 1st, 1917, Russian Minister of War Alexander Kerensky launches an offensive against Austro-Hungary forces in Galicia. Although the Russian effort is initially successful, the soldiers soon refuse to leave the trenches and fight equal to low morale caused by revolution. Soldiers commit debate orders and encourage soldiers to disobey officers. Many soldiers return home to take part in redistribution of land. The offensive collapsed 4 days later, and Russian troops must respond to the Austrians and Germans' counter-offensive. On July 16 to 20, the July days, a series of spontaneous armed anti-government demonstrations of industrial workers and soldiers began in Petrograd. Lvov resigns as the leader of the provisional government, with Alexander Kerensky taking over and crushing the demonstrations. In the same month, the death penalty is reintroduced, and women are granted the right to vote and hold office. Kerensky issues the arrest of Lenin, who goes into hiding. The printing office of the Bolshevik newspaper Pravda, the headquarters of the Bolshevik Central Committee, are raided with many Bolshevik leaders arrested. The appointed uprising resulted in Soviets losing their control over provisional government, signifying the end of a dual power situation. It is seen by many as the point of no return for the peaceful development of the revolution. The Kornilov Affair. On September 9, 1917, affair occurred by General Kornilov, commander of Russian army, takes place. when he orders the troops towards Petrograd to counter the threat of the Bolshevik. Prime Minister Kerensky presents Konilov's actions as an attempted right-wing coup. While the affair is short-lived, it secures power over Bolsheviks among Petrograd's working classes, workers and soldiers, and crosses the credibility of the provisional co- coalition, coalition, provisional government between socialists and liberals to create constitutional democrats, and even Kerensky himself being implicated in the affair. October Revolution and the Brest-Litovsk Treaty. The Bolsheviks seized control of Petrograd on November 7, 1917. The Bolsheviks take control of the Winter Palace, the last remaining holdouts of the, of the, of the provisional government on November 8, 1917. The decrees on land proclaiming abolition of private property and the redistribution of land amongst the peasantry, and peace proposing an immediate impeachment of Russia for the First World War, and issued by the new Bolshevik government. Subsequent workers' decrees allied measures to an 8-hour working day, minimum wage, and the returning of factories. The death penalty is abolished once again on November 8, 1917. On March 3, 1918, Russia ends its participation in the First World War. Bolshevik Russia loses one-third of the old empire's population, one-third of its railway network, half its industry, two-quarters of its supplies of iron ore, 9 to 10 of its coal resources, and much of its food supplies. Okay, so this is my multimedia piece. So this is my multimedia piece, and because it is so that is my multiple choice, multiple choice, multiple choice. So that is my multimedia piece, multiple choice, So this is my multimedia. So this is my multimedia piece. So this is my multimedia piece. Multimedia piece. So this is my multimedia piece. And because it is really small, so I want to make it bigger for you guys to see it. And after I saw the audience to watch the short video about the collapse of the Russian Revolution, the Russian Revolution, then I'm gonna go through the last slide, which is the end slide of this video, of this presentation, which is about the work citations. Okay, so I think that I'm done with the exercise. I don't have to focus on it anymore. Just turn it off. Then this one, I think that's really good for me for now. Okay, make this done bigger. That's good. Oh shit. Okay, this one. This one. That's good. All right. So it is 14. So I must spend 8 more minutes, or maybe 7 or 8 more minutes on reading. Where's that? Reading the paper. Oh, it is really terrible if I put this one in here. It's really terrible. Yeah. Okay. So to make sure, wait, I have English for tomorrow, for the morning of tomorrow, or computer science, or computer science. Wait a sec, I'm not sure. Just add the Google. Ask Google. Are you kidding me? Okay, so now I'm gonna go here, here. No, here daily schedule. So 19. So 19 to 23. Okay. So Wednesday is gonna be period 2, period 1 classes, period 2 classes. Also, what did I have for today? Period 1 class, period 1 class. Okay, so you know what I mean, right? Okay, so this is a pretty cool thing to do. So now I'm gonna get my grade 10 presentation about the global warming for my practice, and I think it is a pretty good stuff for me to do it. Okay, so let's start it. God created for us a beautiful place to live. However, by the time the beautiful place was destroyed by our actions, Albert Einstein said that look deep into nature and then you will understand everything better. Our planet is in trouble. Pretty much everywhere you look today, you will hear or see something reminding you that our planet's health is failing. If our planet was a person, it would be our time to buy the burial plot and write out the last will and testament. As everyone knows, we throw away million tons of garbage a day. However, just 32% of them were recycled or used. Furthermore, millions of forest area are cut down for building factories or residential area. And because of human activities such as burning fossil fuels, oil, gas, coal, and other emissions, those factors have extensive impact to the atmosphere and lead to global warming and pollution. Global warming will probably have influences not only on animals, plants, but also on humans in the future if we continue to destroy nature. Firstly, the effect on wildlife that is caused by global warming is habitat disruption. Habitat disruptions are often due to changes in temperature and water availability. This affects the native vegetation and the animals that feed on it. Also, wildlife's life cycles are shifted because of the greenhouse effect. To illustrate, many birds have altered the timing of long-haul migratory and reproductive routines to better sign them with the warming climate. Next, global warming will probably have effects on the growth of plants. However, declining plant growth would destroy forests and dramatically change the habitats that are necessary for many species to survive. And if conditions get bad enough, forests will produce carbon instead of removing it from the atmosphere, exacerbating the cause of climate change. Finally, greenhouse effect alters the quality and quantity of the water. Drinking water, irrigation, power plants affected by erratic rainfall and increased evaporation. E- evaporation. Evaporation. The rise of the rain leads to flooding more often, and human daily life will be influenced a lot. In addition, more and more diseases will appear, and humans' health will be decreased. Also, the pollution has a big effect on destroying our health. For instance, thousands of Cameroon children under 5 years old contract diarrhea and cholera to waterborne diseases that are leading cause of death because of water pollution. Additionally, crops, young trees, and other plants are killed by air pollution. Also, 4,000 people were killed in London in 1955 because of this pollution, and this is one of the terrible events in England. Faced with the concern, what the Canadian government in particular and elsewhere in general doing to cope with this problem? The Prime Minister Justin Trudeau announced that there will be a federal system in place in Ontario, New Brunswick, Manitoba, and Saskatchewan in 1920. Households will receive a climate action incentive which will give most families more than they pay under the new system. Funds will also be given to the provinces, cities, schools, hospitals, businesses, and indigenous communities to, for example, have them become more energy efficient and reduce emissions, helping Canadians save a bit more money and improve our local economies. Also, Canadian governments are investing in Canadian companies that are on the forefront of the clean technologies and are working with provinces, territories, and municipalities to provide Canadians with more clean energy options. In addition to Canada, a number of other countries have invested heavily in renewable energy, including Chile, Netherlands, Ireland, and many European countries made have made significant progress in reducing their emissions. Specifically, the population of Netherlands is about 70 million. However, they manufacture 23 million bicycles to combat global warming and pollution. Bicycles. Oh, they manufacture 23 million bicycles to combat global warming and pollution. They manufacture 23 million bicycles to combat. The population of Netherlands is about 17 million. However, they manufacture 23 million bicycles to combat global warming and pollution. Bicycle, bicycles, bicycles to combat global warming and pollution. Chile became the first South America. Chile became the first South American country to enact a total ban on the commercial use of plastic bags. In Ireland, their self-cars using fossil fuels is to be banned by 2030. Each government of each country is putting an abundance of effort in this province, so what can we, the average citizen, do to add the environment? Firstly, we can use energy wisely. Maybe you don't know, Canada is the top per capita energy consumer in the world. By becoming more energy efficient, you not only pollute less, but save money too. And the second one is green our community. Committee. Well, where's my bottle of water? It's gone. And the second one is green our community. You can do that by taking public transit, ride a bike, or advocate for bike lanes in your community, etc. Third, you can focus on life's simple pleasures, spending time in nature, being with loved ones, making a difference to others, provides more purpose, belonging, and happiness than buying and consuming. Sharing, making, fixing, upcycling, repurposing, and composting are all good places to start. And you know what? There are lots of groups in Canada, such as Greenpeace, Living Ocean Society, the Wisuski Foundation, Green Policy of Canada, and lots more exist 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 in Canada, which is trying to save life in particular and the earth in general. They propagate and mobilize people with short slogans like caring for Earth is not a hippie thing; it is a survival thing. Our environment is life, pollution is death. Furthermore, they do categories which relate to the environment, such as planting trees, scavenging, etc., with aim of achieving their goals. Okay, so the online presentation, which is about the Bolshevik, the Russian Revolution, and the second one is my presentation is on the paper, which is about the climate change, and for the online presentation, it is about the revolution in grade 11 English. Okay, so I think I'm mostly done those work. So what should I do now? If you ask me to do the Duolingo stuff, that I've done it downstairs a few hours ago. Yeah, few hours ago. Few hours ago, few hours ago, few hours ago, few hours ago. Yeah, I did it. I've done it. I've done it. I've done it. I've done it few hours ago. Yeah, I've done it few hours. I've done it few hours. Okay, so I've done it few hours ago. So I've done it a few hours ago. And it's a pretty cool stuff for me to improve my speaking skill, especially in the listening skill and the how can I say that, listening skill and reading skill is not much about the speaking skill, but as I speak is it is a pretty good app for me to use to improve my skill. The words in the app is not hard, but it's just daily normal work. But normal word, word, work, normal word, normal word, words. So just some normal stuff and I have to deal with it. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do it in later because I have some stuff to do for now. Now that I've done with the posting the video online for, wait, did I do that? Just for double check, because I'm gonna go to here, go here, relax, go here. No, I didn't pause it yet. I didn't pause it yet, but I'm not sure by going to YouTube and then for double check. Awesome. Checking stuff. Chinese people like Russian army, POA. Do you think I'm really care about that? No. Oh, alright. For this one, I don't care. Okay, that is pretty good stuff. I think so. I think so. Alright, it is a pretty good stuff. I think so. I'm not pretty sure. So the thing that I have to do for now is checking my YouTube channel, which is just some stuff that I'm not sure if I post the video or not, or did I do something wrong on it. Okay, so I didn't post the video, right? Is it different from this one? Because this one I did it in the morning. Of course it's different, bro. It is in the morning, so I'm gonna post those video for tomorrow because it's a late for me for tonight. So I'm gonna go to bed early because I have to go to school tomorrow. So just get up, do some stuff, practice some stuff, and then get ready, pack up, and then just do a few sentences for for my videos, for my YouTube video. Oh, it's not this one. It's not this one. It's this one. So this one. Do some stuff for my. So I did it, and here working. I've done here. It's a pretty good stuff for me to do it, and I think that I can finish those in tomorrow morning. If I do it, if we can do it, so just some easy stuff. Just gonna be here. It's not pretty much long. I think that I can do it. I can do that, and then stuff that time, for doing a song, or doing just the 1 hour stuff or 1 hour song stuff, and I'm gonna go to the page to go to online for the image about that. It's good. Alright, be ready, get ready, pack up, go to bed, sleep. So what do you think? Is it a good idea? Or what should I do to improve myself or to improve my speaking skill? Okay, so I think this is a good thing, a good way for me to improve my skill. And if I have a chance, and if I can use the chance, I'm gonna teach my little brother how to improve his skills in order to go far away more than far to go, better than me at that time. Actually, he he's studying the VS now. That is quarter better than me, and that he having better condition from me at that time, because at that time I just go and then just learn the original, just the local that the teachers in school. She taught me about the work, about the stuff, and yeah, okay. So for the videos, I'm not sure it's good or bad stuff either. Neither, either. Alright, so just back up. This is the end of my video. It is about 30 minutes. It is 30 minutes now. Back up, go to sleep, brush your teeth, drink water, some stuff, and go to bed. Sleep. Okay, bye. Turn it off. Turn it off. Now